Hello, my name is Pat Brown, president of the Holt Dimondale Insurance Agency in Holt and proud member of the Holt Dimondale Delhi Township Community Task Force. I'm in front of you today to give you a brief introduction to our Community Task Force. Who are we? Well, I'm glad you asked. 1 week after the COVID pandemic forced our communities into complete shutdown, a select volunteer committee of community leaders met via Zoom to discuss community issues that might arise during this one's called short disruption and how we might best provide assistance and timely pandemic information to our communities. Having no pandemic playbook to reference, our task force mission has remained steadfast of creating an informational network of current information, resources, and best practices. Our enthusiastic team includes leaders from government, business, school, our religious sect, police, fire, emergency management, and our parks departments that oversees our senior citizens functions, food banks, and food pantries. Working better together, we married forces with our Dimondale neighbors, and this inclusion has become very solid and a beneficial relationship. Well, that short-lived disruption and our task force has now been meeting virtually for 101 consecutive weeks. Weekly, each team member updates our team on their designated knowledge topic and what impact this information may have on our communities. We also created a Facebook page to post factual, firsthand pandemic information as it relates to the safety of us all. I invite you to check out our Facebook page and view upcoming messages from our task force team leaders. Thank you for watching. Please be safe and as healthy as you can be. And always remember, together is better.
Greetings. Superintendent David Hornak here, and I am a proud member of the Holt Dimondale Delhi Township Task Force, and we are a group of individuals working behind the scenes to share timely and accurate information with one another in an effort to keep our learning community safe and healthy. With that, in these times, we come to know more about our own beliefs, our own concerns, our own goals, and our own dreams for the future, and we need to find peace by talking with one another with empathy and compassion. Civility is defined as courtesy, politeness, and/or polite expression. Though we may have differing opinions, a level of civility, mutual regard, and support for one another will lead us to shared objectives. Civility benefits us all. Acting civil with one another helps us develop and strengthen relationships. When engaged in a civil discussion, people often feel heard, recognized, respected, and treasured, as together we are better.
Greetings, I'm Scott Crane, the pastor of First Presbyterian Church in Dimondale. We don't always know what storms of life may bring us, whether it's outside or whether we're dealing with food insecurity. We know when we gather as a community, we can solve problems. Even during the years of COVID that we've been dealing with, we don't always agree on things, but we know that when we gather together and talk things out, we're better. So I'm grateful for the task force. And as a community, let's always continue to gather together because we're better together.
Here at the Holt Community Food Bank, we like to say we're making a difference for the community by the community, because we couldn't do what we do without our community volunteers, our community support, and the generous community donations. I'm Marnie Swanson, and I'm proud to be a part of the task force because I know we are better together.
I'm Denise Parisian, president of the Dimondale Business Association. Since the onset of COVID-19, the Community Task Force has gathered weekly to listen, share, and collaborate. Those meetings have resulted in expanded resources for our community, such as school supplies for local students and medical supplies for our facilities. We've expanded communication with the Holt and Dimondale News and Happenings Facebook page, but more importantly, I think we've built a network based on trust. For almost 100 weeks, we've talked things through, filled in the gaps, and looked ahead to plan for a bright future. Toward that end, I've learned we're better together.
Go.
2022 looks like a very good year in Delhi Township. The Arts Council is going to have their chocolate trail, their Hops and Bops beer tent with arts and crafts, and 5 of their music concerts in the park. Farmers Market's going to have 7 of those food frenzies with music and old car shows. And at the same time, you can go in any Saturday from 9 to 2 and the Farmers Market's open with 25 arts and crafts and food vendors. The Kiwanis are going to have their chicken barbecues. The Lions are going to have their Halloween in the park. The Rotary is going to have their fundraiser at Texas Roadhouse to give $12,000 of scholarships. Come on out to our parks and trails. We got many miles of trails. Come out to come out and everything and enjoy Delhi Township. Thank you.
Hey everybody, my name's Kirk Miller, and I'm one of the pastors of the First Presbyterian Church of Holt. One of the things that I've really appreciated about serving on the task force is the powerful reminder it provides about what makes the Holt Dimondale community such a great place to live. With representatives from our local governments, our business community, our first responders, the school system, our nonprofits, our spiritual community, all coordinating and collaborating efforts. Each week we get a chance to be reminded of the countless individuals who are contributing their respective gifts to help our community thrive. But above all, it's the generous, hardworking, fun-loving, creative, and caring character of the people that make this place so special. It was the crisis that brought us together, but it is the community that keeps us going. Thank you for all you do to make that happen.
Hi, I'm here by Dimondale Elementary School, which is the only school in the Holt School District that's not actually in Holt. In fact, it's not even in the same county, but it receives the same amount of attention and resources that every other school in the district receives. I feel the task force works in a similar way. Each member brings information and resources to the broader group that can be used by the larger community in time of need. It truly is better together.